What it do, family and friends? Welcome back to the Church of Black Power. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you hit that like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please make sure you hit that link in the description. Go to change.org and put your signature on the petition for reparations. Family, welcome to the test stream, the test live stream. Got a few things I'm gonna show you guys. And what is that? Give me 1 second, family. Hold on. All right, family, I'm back. All right, so since this is I'm actually using a new software system, and we have new segments coming up starting this Sunday. We're coming off with Sunday service, and just in the concept of the church, because we are the Church of Black Power on this side. I'm going to be bringing in every first Sunday that I can, of course. I'm going to be bringing in all our B1 family to come in and take over the church and let them do their thing. And so this first Sunday, we got none other than our brother Black Truth United coming in, and he's going to be bringing in his information on this B1 Rolodex, and he's going to be breaking it down for you guys. So I look forward to that, and I hope you guys do too. But with that being said, family and friends, we're going to jump into some, as Miss Niecy would say, some fuckery. I'm going to fuck around and find out. But before we get there, let me give a shout out to everybody in the chat right about now. Shout out to the Big Black God. Shout out to Reparations Nation, my good family. Miss Niecy, shout out to you all day, every day. Jesse Pierce, shout out to you, my brother in Shalom, all day, every day. And shout out to everyone who comes in thus far and who will come in later. So I want to start here. We all seen this video of the different neo-Nazis out there in Lincoln Heights, Cincinnati. And they're out there trying to, cause a little trouble, shake up a little things, cause a little ruckus because they thought they could. You know what I'm saying? The funny thing is they end up fucking around and finding out. So I want to show a couple of clips, and then I'm going to drop the link and you guys can come up, because I want to test all areas of this before we get into, the Sunday services. That's what this pop-up is for. And you guys can come up and let me know what you think if you want to. But let me go ahead and share my screen here. So I'm sure you all saw this video.
Breaking news tonight. New video just released by Evendale Police shows the moments an officer interacted with a neo-Nazi group after that demonstration over 75 near Lincoln Heights.
There's been a lot of discussion, obviously, about this incident since it happened 11 days ago on February 7th. So you're about to see the officer on the overpass first ordering the white supremacist group to get into the U-Haul and leave the bridge when counter-protesters then arrive. So about 5 minutes later, you could see the same officer walk up to the U-Haul outside of a Laughlin local schools building shortly before kids were about to be released from class that day. Here's the exchange now between the Evendale officer and the neo-Nazi group in the U-Haul, and the one man not wearing a mask you're about to see asking if he can go back and pick up his service dog where the protest happened on the overpass on 75.
We're trying to figure out a plan to get that.
Yeah, I don't know
Jeep.
if we've got to get him an Uber or something. That's probably the best bet, I'm guessing. I don't think anybody knows about
There's a dog. If the dog in there is cool with, if the dog is in there is cool with me driving it to you guys, I can go and get it. But there's a dog in there. I don't know.
We need to get him. He's my service animal. That's why I really need to get him. But
Get you an Uber. Let's go.
Here,
Get your mask on. Let's go.
just take that black that shirt off, and you can get my car.
Cool. Thank you, brother.
And then
God bless you, dude.
if I got in the driver's seat of the car, would the dog bite me? You think? No. Okay.
No. He's a good dog.
He'll sniff you to death.
You make sure you got your keys. Hey,
Yeah, I got the.
you guys have? Are you guys done?
Yeah, we're done.
There's no other.
We're just trying to go get the dog and get the Jeep, and then we're out.
Yeah, we're gone.
Let's go grab it.
Yeah, and I've never seen it tell me, dude, we need to leave like forever ago, but you know.
Okay, so the video.
Yeah, so family, that was a video of, you know, the Cincinnati PD out here, you know, trying to help these napkin folks, these white supremacists, run around and commit their hate crimes. And when they was called out about it, you know, of course, they denied it and all that other stuff. However, none of that matters to us because we was out there the very next day doing shit like this. Let me switch this up here. Be patient with me, family, because like I said, this is a new situation for me. So we was outside just like this with no issue, ready to get down, jungle boogie and everything else with this. So let's get into it.
Oh, I'm baby, man. Yeah, what D doing for dick suck coming? Fuck on. All right, cool. Let the cars come. Just don't let them people come back no more. I ain't gonna even say Cincinnati, nigga. This Lincoln Heights. Yeah. 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 Definitely. Definitely.
So family, once we saw that these folks wasn't out there protecting us or wasn't going to try to protect us, we got out there and we put foot to ground, feet to ass. We made sure that people, whether they knew it or not, they saw it on the news, that we were out there and we was ready to protect and defend everything we are and everything that we represent. Shout out to our sister Miriam R. Much love and shalom to you, sister. But we was out there ready to really get down for the get down. So my question is tonight, and it's a very simple question. Some people might like it. Some people might not. But my question is, are we in the fuck around and find out era? That's what I would like to know. That's what the whole topic is for the next few, 20 minutes or so. I want to know from everyone your opinion. Are we in the fuck around and find out era? Because this isn't the only situation that I've been seeing. I've been seeing multiple situations. Let me actually post another one here. I have another example here. Let me pull this up here. I love this example right here. Let's see here. Like I said, forgive me, family. I'm still learning the system.
What nigger?
Where'd that car get that nigger in?
What nigger?
Let me restart that, family.
What nigger?
Where'd that car get that nigger in?
What nigger?
Called my people a nigga the other day. They look like the same car you viral on Facebook for that shit. I'm gonna let you know you better watch your fucking mouth. I'll be the one to slap the fuck out you. Don't do respect my people. Don't let Trump have you fucked up, cause I slap the fuck out you. Nah, you look like the nigga who was on Facebook calling my folks a nigga. I slap you. They look like you, motherfucker.
Where'd that car get that nigger at? What nigger? Where'd that car get that nigger at? What nigger?
Called my people a nigga the other day. They look like the same car you viral on Facebook for that shit. I'm gonna let you know you better watch your fucking mouth. I'll be the one to slap the fuck out you. Don't do respect my people. Don't let Trump have you fucked up, cause I slap the fuck out you. Nah, you look like the nigga who was on Facebook calling my folks a nigga.
Family, did he not look scared? Did he not look shooken to his core? Didn't he not look like he was shaking in his boots? I'm just saying, I feel like we're kind of in the fuck around and find out era. You know, there's been many times throughout all the situations we've been through throughout history in America, right? Where we've always been a fuck around and find out people, but we never been so loud about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, we've always been the nice, loving people, but if you mess around, you'll find out. We won't have to tell you. But now it's like we're kind of warning people. We're trying to let you know, look, don't let Trump get you fucked up. Just because he's in office does not mean anything has changed on these sides. We are not our ancestors. These hands will be thrown. And if not hands, other things will be thrown. Shout out to Professor Black Truth and the Power Tools. But I want to know. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this link. And everyone here is helping me make sure that we're doing quality control on the StreamYard. So when we do First Sunday, everything will be right and exact. So family, there's a link. We should, there we go. See if I can pin that there. Okay. There we go. The link is pinned. Come on up. Holla at your boy. Hey, Miss Denise, I feel, 100-fold. I feel you better than I can tell you. My grandpa, like I said, he's from Shreveport, Louisiana. And he used to tell people all the time, come on down them stairs and find out what I'm going to do to you. And speaking of Miss Niecy, shout out. Hey, Niecy in the building. How you doing, sister?
In to support you.
I truly appreciate you, Queen.
That's no problem. I got to support my young people. I'm old. I can't do the physical, but I can support you financially.
Hey, but look, you ain't one of those old niggas, right? You're actually a youthful queen. So screw that. Just to let you know.
I appreciate it, but I am the last of the baby boomers. I was born in 1964.
Well, you're the last of the real ones, I see.
Oh, I was never with that civil rights mess. Never, ever. Never,
so,
ever.
Niecy, I gotta ask you, what do you think about this? Do you think that we in the fuck around and find out era? Or in your words, do you think that they're learning about the fuckery?
Yes. And you know what? We need to stop. We need to start being our authentic, unapologetic selves. In other words, get loud, because you know the louder we get, the more scared they get.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You saw how this dude right here, he got real quiet once he got pulled up on. He thought he could run up on one of our sisters and start talking all that racist stuff. And as soon as he got ran up on, what happened?
He had nothing to say when a brother, a real one, checked his ass, talking cash shit. But he ain't say a damn peep. It'd
Facts,
have
Miss.
been more beautiful if that sister got out of her car and commenced the swinging. Now,
Hey,
what was you saying? Nigga, what?
hey, you know what? As much as I would have loved that, I'm glad she didn't, because if he would have got out and tried to do the same thing with her, it'd have been a whole nother situation on this end.
Well,
So
I'm a different breed. I'm ex-military, and I used to be non-confrontational, but in these last 20 plus years, fuck it. You bring the fight to me, I ain't no easy win. Think you got me, okay?
hey, real stuff, Miss Nisi. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
You
old
sound
school. I'm old school fighter. If a dude run up on me, I'm gonna get them gonads.
hey, Miss Nisi, you sound like either my grandfather or my grandmother. My grandmother used to say, If a guy run up on me, I ain't gotta just, be mean, baby. I can be nice and then kick him in the balls." And
Oh, I don't kick, honey. I used to heel the back of the heel of my hand, and I'll just walk up, won't say a word, just like, huh, you gonna be seeing Jesus real soon.
much love to you, Miss Nisi. I
Much
appreciate
love to
you
you,
coming up,
church.
love.
Love you.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye bye.
Shouts out to Miss Nisi. Up next, we got Goddess M. Much love to you. Shout out. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, brother, I'm doing wonderful, beloved, and yourself.
I am blessed and highly favored. Breezing is just a blessing to me.
You know it. Shout out to my big sis, Miss Nisi, that was just up. Salute to you,
Majorly.
beautiful. Always.
In the
Um,
words of Torian, Hurricane Nisi. But Queen,
Hurricane.
yes.
That's right. That's right.
What do you have to say about this? Do you feel that we have stepped into our fuck around and find out era?
Most definitely. For me, it always been that way. I'm glad that everybody else is finally catching up to it, actually. So definitely. There's also a saying, don't take any wooden nickels and don't let your catch what your, you
Uh,
know what? Don't let that mouth write a check that your can't catch too. So yeah, a lot of that. It's just time for G checking and regulating, you know. I coined the phrase G check from the neck up, from the toes to the neck up. We don't play.
okay.
No
Okay.
one's above being checked and corrected. No one's above being vetted. No one's above this mess around and find out era. We the hell no, um, say no generation. We also the reparations generation. So we don't have time or the patience like our predecessors did before us, if you will. And some of us in the last leg of the baby boomer stage, through the millennials to well, Gen X to the millennials to generation, what is it, Z or Y or whatever, because my daughter I think is Y, and now we're in
There's
Z.
so many terms
Yeah,
right now. I don't
we're
even like
from Z to
YX,
Y. Like
XEY. I don't know.
our lineage just not playing these games, and you're subject to get corrected, and you will catch hands, feet, elbows, all sort of things. We gotta maintain our lawn and our yards, power tools and everything else. You never know when you have to put in
Mhm.
some work. Shout out
Absolutely.
PBS.
So,
Salute.
and look, shout out to our brother. He has given us all the tools.
Indeed. Indeed.
Indeed, yes. So I would like to know, because I'm going to ask anybody who comes up this question too. I
Sure.
want to know what you think about this same dude that rolled up on our sister who tried to talk greasy, but then when the brother ran up on him, it was all quiet. He's like, "Oh, it's not me," even though we could clearly tell it's the same car.
You better believe it was the same car. It just goes to show you, um, white supremacy always look for a soft target. They attack women and children, and they show how big and bad they are, but they really are cowards when they are faced with, testosterone, or men, especially our black men, because they know they don't stand a chance. So they try to either attack you from behind. They try to attack you when it's a group of them, and that's just how they always have rolled. They're cowards at heart, and they don't want to mess around and find out because they know our men not going to play those games.
I love the way that you brought up the fact that they look for soft targets because in every instance that we've been seeing in any type of hate crime towards us, that's what we
Mhm.
see. We see a bunch of people going after soft targets, and they're never trying to go to like the neighborhoods where the brothers are, where the gang members are, or anything like that. Like if you really hate black people, if you want to be honest, this is just my opinion, if you really hate black people, wouldn't you want to take out the most vulgar of them first? Right? Why would you want to go after the people who does nothing to you? Absolutely. Who
Because
can't
no one,
hurt you?
I can answer that right here, right now for you, brother. No one in their right mind is going to go for your warrior class first.
Mhm.
You know, and they claim that they about that life, right? They claim that they want to engage in such violence. No, they don't. They threaten to
Mhm.
come down into our communities, talking about we're gonna walk through your communities, we're gonna um um sh- uh, fly our Confederate flags, and um yada yada yada.
But then
And
when we come running up, they go jumping in the back of their U-Haul trucks.
that part, and most times they don't even do it because they threaten to come in my city at least 3 times. It never happened, brother. They better know. They know better. This Illinois, we don't,
You in the fuck
over
around and
here
find out state, basically.
for real. You know, the real mess around and find out. We've been whooping 400 years ever since the 1917 July 2nd genocidal massacre that took race massacre that took place here. We've been fighting and standing on our own ground, so they can come on and find out if they want to.
Honestly, I dare them. If you
Double dog
really
down.
I double dog dare everybody to keep trying to. That's the thing with me. It's like you're seeing more and more people find out, and I've said this several times. Like when you go against foundational Black Americans, you just don't understand how the universe move expeditiously on our behalf. It's because we've been the most loving, the most caring people on this planet. We've been accepting, we've been trying to help everybody, and now everybody is looking at us like we're the big bad enemy. And it's just so funny to me that everybody who is doing such, especially, well, the white supremacists always done such, but I mean, everybody that's doing such is getting their wake up call, and that's what I'm smiling about.
Indeed, they are. Um, and it's just that time because we've been a loving, open armed people since forever. That's just who we are as a people. That's our nature. But we should have only reserved that for our own people. And even when in our own lineage, we got to start weeding out the betrayers, the turncoats, and the ops. They need to be exiled and dealt with. Hand to a foot the ass, and exile, because no other culture of people or ethnicity of people allow their betrayers to keep capitalizing on the whole, because nothing will never change, and then that leaves us vulnerable into attack. Anytime these people get leverage, it's because they use someone either from the lineage that is a C, or either a boule, or either they have these melanated imposters, tethers that will do it, and or other ethnicities who want close uh, proxy to the ruling power, the ruling class. So yeah, it starts close at home and working our way out, fortifying, making sure that we stay codified and understanding what the code is. You can't just use verbiage and not understand what is, and define what is codification. the code of
Mhm.
codification, because they really do need to implement. May he rest in power. Our master teacher, one of our dear elders, Neely Fuller, who had
Yes, rest in
transitioned
power.
recently. You know, he is the creator of code, and I don't understand why people just don't buy the works and teach it to their families and live by that, because it will root out a lot of the foolery. And you know, and also people need to understand, and the art of war should be also in your thing to read, because you have to know how to move strategically. And it's all about nation building, it's all about protecting one another, and it's all about gatekeeping, and it's all about us. And then, if we want to, we may give you a helping hand if you have proven that you deserve that hand. And we are free agents, meaning that um, if you want to pick us for your draft to be on your team, you better show us the tangibles and our protections. Period. We done had enough, and this is what we're demanding. And we will see our reparations and our anti uh, uh, um, FBA Freedmen
Hate crime bill.
hate crime bill
Yes.
implemented in our lifetime and in our children's lifetime, period. So,
So
but
before I
yeah,
ask you the next question, because I have one more question for you, I want to give
lock
a
up.
shout out to Black Spider, shalom to our sister, and also
Shalom.
our good brother, Black Truth United, shalom to you, my
Yes,
family.
sir.
So I want to ask you, if you can pick, and I'm so glad you brought up Nilly Fuller, because
Mhm.
I love Nilly Fuller Jr. Well, Dr. Nilly Fuller Jr. I call him Doctor, whether or not people say
Yes,
he's
we've
a
dubbed
doctor or
him
not.
doctor because that was his creation. That was his when you're in college, you have to write your own theories and in
He
your
wrote
own
a
doctorate
dissertation.
paper.
Yeah.
He created it. So yes, he is a bona fide doctor. He was the expert in that and
So
the creator of that. So
if
yes,
you
sir.
can give one thing that you learned from Nilly Fuller that you think would help out our family moving forward, especially our younger community, what would that be?
To make sure that they understand what are the nine actions are.
Okay.
That needs to be given to them, and that should be practiced um to the fullest. And our children need to also get reacquainted with the Constitution and really know what it means for us and be able to dissect that. And I want our youngsters to get more back into the fields of, if you will, chemistry, along with the fields of um science, because that is very important, and getting skills under their belt. I don't knock anyone with a college degree. I'm a person with many. But to me, this is not the time for that. I don't knock people who are doing education as far as going to be a doctor or a lawyer or becoming professors or teachers themselves. But other than that, this is the time for skills, because we need to build, we need to pour back into. That is the most valuable. A skill set is the most valuable. It cannot be taken away. And not only is it used to build and to create from, um, it is something that always will be your livelihood. You can always make money either under someone else or go out for yourself. Like it's a ticket. Um, for prosperity, for lineage building, you know, for legacy building. So I would give those gifts to, I know that's many. I can't just do one. I give those gifts to our youth because that is a must. And making sure that they are politically savvy and trained and versed in martial art and able to defend themselves. Yes.
So, and those are all great answers. I love them all.
Mhm.
I just want to ask one more question. If you are willing to answer, can you give our younger listeners maybe a era in which you grew up in to where these things kind of apply to you and it helped benefit you in a positive way?
You just want to know how old I am, don't you?
No. You don't have to say how old you are. My goddess, no. I'm just saying an
No, I'm
era
just messing with
somewhere.
you, brother.
You
I'm
can
just
say,
messing
look,
with you.
I around the 80s, around the 70s, I did A, B, and C. So you don't have to give your age.
Um, sure, I grew up in the 80s and 90s. So there you have it. Um, and we are the ones who ushered in, I guess you could say, late part of Generation X. And we were the ones who ushered in the knowledge. We were the ones who took the torch. We had to build and find out everything for ourselves, building on what our master teachers like. Um, Neely Fuller Jr., like Dr. Francis Quest Wilson, Bobby Hemmett,
Mhm,
Steve Coakley, Dr. Ben Yakima, Dr. Henry Clark, all these great elders, and Dr. David Blair, and Dr. Phil Valentine. I'm not just spitting out names. I actually met these people. I sat at their tutelage, and
mhm,
at all Black City, conferences at college and stuff. So I was blessed to be around these elders. I've met even the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, and as well as the world renowned ambassador. She was the ambassador of Haiti, Catherine Dunham. She had a home here in my little city in Illinois as well. And so I got the chance to sit under these greats in some of their tutelage and just being awakened at the age of 16, especially from 19 throughout the rest of my life. Um,
mhm,
that we took the knowledge and start implementing, and we swore that we would not do what the other generations before us that kind of dropped the ball when they were given, those especially of and from around the civil rights era, not to speak badly, because they did a lot of work, they did a lot
mhm,
of good, but a lot of corruption and infiltration started to happen. And when people were given these cushy government jobs and other things, you got to understand who and what the boule are. They kind of pacified the people. They tried to portray like they were for the people, like these legacy um organizations that mean us no good, who end up being for everybody else except for us, which is your Urban League, which is your so-called AACP, and all of these other institutions who have failed to let us down because they kept a lot of the wealth for themselves and their legacies,
mhm,
and they did nothing for the people, and they were pretty much overseers for an extension of the ruling class, and they were tools, and a lot of them are being exposed and broken now. um so we had to make sure that we implement passing on the knowledge and passing on the information. That's why you have Professor Black Truth, you have Jason Black, you have Tariq Nasheed, you have Vicky
mhm,
Diller.
mhm,
um these are the new black media. They are the truth. The world and the pulse listen to them and us, the black grassroots, because we are the moral compass of this country, and pretty much beat out to what to the world. We protect true human rights, and every time we move, we make policy. We cause policy changes. We cause things to change that really affect not only everyone's reality, but the bottom line and their own survival and their own lineage. So not just our own, and not just nationally, but globally. We are the movers and the shakers and the influencers. And more than that, we set the tone. So therefore, we had to make sure that the millennials and every generation that came after us was given the tools and the fire and the information to move forward. That's
mhm,
why we have young brothers like Black Alpha and others who are out here doing the work, like yourself, like Church of Black Power, like our brother down there, Brother United, and many sisters um that does the work selflessly and in the background and stuff like that. And we made sure, and it's just time, and it's right, everything aligned with the universe, and it's right. And we got whether you voted for him or not, Trump was meant to be in office, and it
mhm.
aligns right because this country was sliding into Sodom and Gomorrah, almost past it, and it just needed to stop. All the foolery just needed to stop, and some reckoning
Well,
needed
this
to happen, and some
that
structure.
actually pulls back to the question of the live right now. Do you think that America just got into the fuck around and find out era?
The whole country has. We're sick of it. Well, the American people is sick of it. And like I said, everyone follows our lead.
Mhm.
And we be the one always calling it out because we don't have time to play games. We're not in a position to play games or to be living in delusion and illusion, because this is when you hear the real voice of the people. How I'm speaking, you speaking, Miss Nisi speaking, and many of our other um, brothers and sisters in the grassroots movement and the new black media as well. Because you guys, when you come out here and be a voice and have a platform that's you know, um, be one and that's codified, you become an extension of that. You've heard brother Jason Black say, "I need 100 Jason Blacks." Like and 100 Vicky Dillons. We have to be out here and amplify our true voice as a people, instead of all these shields and all these other pretendians and cosplayers and these other ethnicities who were given a leg up to beat down on us in the legacy old press. And we are the shining light and the true voice of the people. And notice they listen to us and they use our verbiage.
Mhm.
Now they are trying to do it in the so-called mainstream media, old legacy media, and definitely the different political parties use our verbiage, and a lot of things. It make me smile when I hear certain things that Trump says or anyone in his cabinet says. I'm like, yes, you welcome, you welcome. You know,
Exactly. Because
yeah,
we know where he's getting it from. Like,
indeed, all of them. You know. Mhm.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I take, and especially what you said about me becoming an extension, or any of us becoming an extension. One of my members told me the other day that she actually lost her ability to speak.
Mm.
And she basically said people like me and brother Alpha, brother Afro Elite, Tariq, and things like that has become her voice. And I
Indeed.
can't tell you how serious I take that. Just to have that trust in me is very serious for me, especially for someone who cannot physically express how she feels. So saying that, it means a lot to me, and I want you to know that. Is there anything else that you want to say before I let you go?
Sure, and I consider myself as part as well, because I coined the word the Black Vanguard, and I said when this was like maybe a couple of years ago,
Hmm.
maybe two and a half, and I was doing a space with our brothers, myself, Black Alpha. I believe Afro Elite was there, and I believe at the time it was Beat Silla. And I used to often accommodate them or come on stage and speak with them. Um,
Hmm.
um, truth to power and on a lot of things. And it's just that things that I seen into fruition. I felt the kismic energy, and I was like, you guys are the Black Vanguard. You are the extension of the new Black media. And it was like, I'm telling you, later that night when brother Black, Jason Black came on and stuff, it was like he said it to that somewhat like that, but in his own wordings. And then
Right.
he was like, I need 100 Jason Blacks. He say, I need for you guys to be able to expound upon what it is that us, the Black grassroots need. He say, I'm honored to be in this position and to give this. And he said, and it's not something to be bestowed upon people just because you got a microphone in front of you, that you think
Hmm.
that you are a part of the new Black media. No, that's not how it goes. The
Hmm.
extension of it. Um, because I often say the Black Vanguard, because that is a position that we take of protection and getting the truth and the knowledge out there to our people, and being an extension and sometimes a correspondence to um the four crowns of new Black media, because I always, that feminine energy, Vicky Dilla, is up there whether people realize that or not.
Absolutely.
So
You're
it's
up
it's
there.
four. It's
Uh,
not just the big three, it's the big four. And they are the crown of new black media. And then it's the extension of everyone else who's building, who is, becoming. And yeah, it's not a title that's bestowed
Shout out to our
upon
sister
anyone
Lisa
in life.
Cabrera.
Mhm. Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
not a light
Yes.
thing, because with that comes responsibility, and to be a diligent researcher,
Mhm.
and be a person who is one of the top vetters, because you can't just do and say anything, because like you said, you become the extension or the amplifier of the voice of the people. And
Mhm.
and our jobs are to keep them informed. You guys' jobs is to keep us informed, connect the dots, have your own opinion, while allowing a safe place and a platform that, if you do foolery or say some crazy stuff, yeah, you would get checked. But to, be able to shine light on that and keep us informed, and to have critical thought process, and critical black thought on display, and able to converse with one another intelligently, because those other people do not speak for us. They do not represent us. So this is us representing not only our individual selves and our own families and our own lineage, but the lineage, the black grassroots. So we want to do FBA Freedmen proud. We want to do our parents proud, our children proud. And let's make self-respect, dignity, and having morals, and um vocabulary sexy again. Let's make that first.
All day, family. Hey, hey, I wasn't expecting that last part, but that was a golden tool right there. Yeah,
Why, thank
let's
you, brother.
let's make it sexy again. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Let's bring sexy back. Damn, Justin Timberlake. He ain't never knew what sexy was. Let's
Of course he didn't. We the one gave him that verbiage.
E- exactly. And if it wasn't for Jack, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Thank you for coming up, Queen, and I hope to see
Indeed.
you this Sunday, and I hope to see you more often. Well,
For sure.
I see you all the time, so that's not even
Yeah.
an issue.
I'm glad to have caught you, boy. I was napping in because I had a long day, and I looked. I was like, "Wait a minute, who are?" I said, "Let me go pay a visit to the family." So I am honored, and thank you for allowing me to come up to speak and be one.
Be one to you, family. B1 salute to our sister Goddess M. B1 salute to all of you guys, because this is just an impromptu live right here. This was a live because as I spoke with my brother Black Truth United yesterday, I wanted to do something to make sure that we had all of our Q's and P's, all of our, T's crossed and I's dotted and things like that, so that when we did our first Sunday on Sunday, it would be, flawless. It wouldn't be any issues. So I'm just glad for everybody who showed up. I'm glad for everybody who came and showed me love. I'm going to be honest with you. We are in the fuck around and find out era, because everybody right now is tending to fuck around and find out. They're going against us, and everybody from Jasmine Crockett to whether you want to go political or whether you want to go just, social media wise, you got white folks running around here right now within the Magite community talking about reparations as a good thing right now. Now tell me that's not a win. Now, we don't have to believe them, but let's be honest about it. We wouldn't have gotten this far if we didn't stand on our square and been who we been. And everybody is starting to see that if they're not riding with us, they're going to fall by the wayside. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what they've been doing. And we ain't even have to say or do nothing. We're letting these two fight it out, and we're just sitting back and popping our popcorn. We're eating it with extra butter and everything else, and we're watching everybody fall to the wayside. And then we come out and go, aha, aha, ha, 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 ha. That's what you get. That's what you get. And they're hating it. But also, you got a lot of people loving it. They don't know what to do right now. They're confused within themselves. But all we got to do is continue to sit back, and let them fight it out. Point our finger at them and laugh, and continue to use them as the pawns that they are. So, family, before we get up out of here, hold on, let me play this real quick. Miss Niecy, I see you. I see your question there, Miss Niecy. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this real quick. First Sunday, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. We're going to be bringing on our brother Black Truth United. He's going to be talking to us about the B1 Rolodex. And he's going to be, breaking some things down about it for us. And honestly, going through that B1 Rolodex is a mother lover. I love it. It's like tying you to anybody in your area that rocks with any area of expertise that you're looking for, if it's there. So like I got connected with a farm out here in Houston, and I'm going to pick up some eggs on Saturday. So shout out to my brother Black Truth United for that. But 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be up in here. We're going to be rocking it. Shout out to everybody who's here. Much love to each and every one of you in the chat. Much love to everyone in the replay gang. And I'll be seeing you this Sunday. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please click that link in the description. Go to change.org. Put your signature on the petition for reparations. With that being said, family and friends, the doors of the church are now closed. Peace, family.
My grandfather built this country, man. He fought wars for it. And most places he went wouldn't let him sit down and get a cup of coffee. I can't even catch a cab in New York. It doesn't matter how many degrees I get. All you people see is color. Your grandfather was an immigrant. You're American. My grandfather was born here, Duke. And you people still look at me as just another nigga.
I know that the government, whatever, can't stand us black people. He's doing everything in the world to make black man be extinct. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Us black people going to survive. Yeah. So fuck everybody. I'm off.